Okay, so we're gonna start with, if you already did the ball, put it to the side, and if you didn't, that's okay. We're still gonna put it to the side, and we're gonna start with our toes. I'm gonna move my camera a little bit, or my mat a little bit, and we're gonna start like we did on Friday. We're gonna lift your 10 toes up and then down. Up and down, okay? So while you do that, I am going to mute everybody. Okay? So toes up and down, all 10 toes. Great. Now we are going to keep the big toes down and just lift the other 4 toes up. Okay, so all the little ones and then down. Big toe stays down, all the other little toes come up. And down and up. Oh, and that's challenging. So if you want to try with your fingers too, to give you a little more feedback on your neurological system, sometimes that helps. And down. Now we're gonna lift just the big toes, up and down. And that sometimes is easier, but try to keep all the other toes down. And I'm lifting my finger, my pointy finger up and down. Great, 2 more. And 1 more, good. And then from here, I'm just going to move my weight forward and back. My whole body's going forward and back, and I am not lifting my toes, and I am not lifting my heels, and I am not breaking at the hip. None of this. I'm going straight forward and back, and forward and back. Right, fabulous. 3 more. 2 and 1. Great. So from here, I'm going to feel the length of my spine. Hands are by my hips. And then I'm going to shift my weight forward so far that I can lift my heels up and then bring my heels down and come back to be on top of my heels. And then forward, lift the heels, bring them down and back to center. Forward, lift the heels, down, back to center. Let's do that again 2 more times. And your last one here. Good. Now, without going forward, I'm gonna try to lift my heels up and down. And up and down. Okay? So I am not going forward. I'm trying not to go forward. I'm trying to lift it straight up and down. And my hips want to do it, so try to keep the belly in and then go up and down, lifting and lifting, and 2 and 1. From here, I'm just going to bend my knees and send my hips back like I'm about to sit down and then come up. And squat and lift. Watch your knees, that they're not going in like this. Right? They stay parallel to each other. And 2 and 1. Fantastic. From here, I'm going to stay low, and I'm going to do my pelvic tilts. Arching and rounding just at the lower back, very gently. I want to see the arch in the lower back, and then flattening the lower back. 2 more. And 1 more. Find your length. Great. And then lengthen your spine. Good. All right. So from here, we're going to bring one leg in front of the other. So you are like walking on a rope, like that. And then we're going to have our hands back straight on top of our hips, and we're just going to find our length. So you're going to feel as stable as you possibly can. And then we're going to bend the knees and lengthen. And bend and lengthen. Yep. And 2. Woo. And 1. Great. From here, now we're going to lengthen and lift the heels up and down, up and down. Yes, if you need to use your chair for stability, you can, or you can go just a little bit high. You don't have to go very high to start. We're just starting, so feel how all your toes are flat and long on the floor. And 2, and 1. Great. Switch legs. You can bring one leg back or one leg forward. And find your length. And you're gonna bend and extend. So you're doing a mini squat. That's it. And 2, and 1. And then from here, we're lifting the heels up and down. And keeping the legs as straight as possible. Toes are long, back is straight. And 2, and 1. All right, from here, we're gonna go wider with our feet into a squat. And we're gonna squat, and now we're gonna let the arms go forward, and then back, and forward, and back. So now we're moving a little bit bigger. Nice. Now watch the shoulders don't go up. They stay wide. Ooh, I'm warming up. Yeah, 2 more. And 1 more, and hold your squat. Yep, hold the squat. I want more length in the spine, so make sure you feel that length in the lower back. Stay where you are. Yep, right there. So from here, we're going to bring your 10 toes up and down. 10 toes up and down. Look at your toes. See if you can feel them, looking at them, going up and down. Up and down. That's it. And watch and make sure you don't feel like you're rocking forward and back too much. Okay? So see if you can feel stable and just let the toes go up and down, up and down, up and down. 2 more. And down. And go ahead and lengthen your legs. Arms go back and sit. And up. And sit. And come up. Feel the length in the spine. Make sure you're not feeling any tension in the lower back or on the hips. And 1 more. And then we're gonna pulse it here. Little pulses here, up and down your hips. You're about to sit down, but you're not really. You're up and down. Watch your shoulders go a little lower with your arms. Peggy? Yeah, that's better. So there's a long neck the whole time. 5. Woo, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So here we go. We lengthen and we squat again. And lengthen and squat again. So yes, those squats become our nice break. That's it. And down. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, let's see if we have space on the sides of your body. Good, and you're gonna move your arms up and down. That's it. Reach up and out. You don't go very high to start with. And let's inhale as you let the arms go up. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Arms are gonna go and stay out to the sides like this. Okay? And then we're gonna keep our feet parallel just like we had them for a squat, but we're gonna shift our weight to your left and bring your right knee up. And then down, and then lift, and down. So the goal is, not to lose balance and lift up on top of that hip without having to side bend too much that your arms going down like that, right? So you're lifting and then slowly do it. If you go fast, it's a lot easier. So we're not doing that. Find that length. So if I see your upper body, I will barely see a little bit of a rocking motion, but really not a lot. If we're going like this and like this, that's not so good, right? So it's a lift. You're trying to stay upright and your weight center between your legs. So now we're gonna go a little faster. 2, and 1. If your arms are getting tired, you can go a little lower, but we're warming up those arms, so that's why we're doing this. Now, the only reason why you wouldn't have your arms out is if you're feeling any tension on your neck or some kind of discomfort somewhere, but if they're just tired, that's not an excuse. Yep, 2, and 1. All right, let's move. The arms are gonna go like you're holding a beach ball. And you're gonna keep moving your legs, but we're gonna go a little faster. Up, up. So we're going closer to your center here. So we're not shifting our weight as much. We're just marching. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now we're gonna keep our feet down and arms are gonna go up and down. Like you have a beach ball still. So if I go really far away, you can see my arms, like I have a beach ball between my arms, right? Up, down, up, down, up, and down. And 1 more. Now you go as far as you feel comfortable, and I want you to hold your arms right there. They can be up here, or they can be just in front of you. Yeah, that's fine. And we're gonna go back to lifting the legs. 1, and 1. Folding out the hips. So if you see me sideways, I'm really trying hard not to hinge back like this or round to lift my leg like this. So I'm staying straight, nothing else changes. I feel width across the back as I move my legs. Yes? Give me 2 more. And 1. Good. So now, bring those arms up and let them swing. Right in front of you. Good. Okay. So from here, let's warm up with the outside of your legs. So we're going to go with a first position. So you're going to turn your hips wide and you're going to keep your heels together and your toes up. So you're opening from the hip. And we're just going to bend gently into your nice diamond shape and lengthen the legs. And bend and lengthen, bend and lengthen. So here the belly goes in, back is straight, and you're just bending at the knees. Yes, and the ankles. 3, 2, and 1. From here, as we lengthen our legs, we're gonna lift the heels and then bring the heels down, bend the knees. As we lengthen, everything lifts and heels go down, legs stay straight, bend the knees. And lift, heels down, bend the knees, and lift. Heels down, bend the knees, and lift. Heels down, bend the knees. Lift. Heels down, bend the knees. 2 more. Lift. Heels down, bend the knees. 1 more. Lift. Heels down. And from here, we're going to pump. Up, up, up. 5, 4. Straight legs, straight legs. 2, and 1. Woo, bring your heels down. Now, if you need to, you can hold on to something. I am going to move my leg out and in. And here's the deal. I am going to try not to go far with my opposite hip. Okay? So you're just tapping and coming back. Tap, come back. Tap, come back without, yes, moving the opposite hip anywhere. Yeah. And 2, and 1. Good. All right, other leg. Out and in. And tap and drag it. The goal is to hopefully drag the leg straight back underneath you. Yep. And up. And up. That's it. Tap and bring it under. So this leg is doing a lot of work just to keep you upright here. And straight and 2 more. Straight legs, straighter legs, everyone. Yeah. And 1. All right. Let's go ahead and go wider. And we're just gonna go with our tick-tock, tapping, lifting the foot or just tapping down, side to side, yes. So we're still wider, we're still using the outside of your hips and tapping. Let's do the arms side to side if you have space. Everybody does, fantastic. Side to side, tap and tap, tap and tap. So let's add the arms out, up, out, and to a V, to a T, V, to a T, V, to a T, V, to a T. Let's reverse it. V and a T. V and a T. Straight left, straight left. Lift the spine off your hips. You're reaching long as you are standing tall and rocking side to side. Lift. One more. And down. Now we're gonna hold your weight as you go into a V. And feel the length. Make sure I can see your whole body. Yeah, you don't have to go very high. You can just be here, a little low, that's fine. And hold it. 4, 3, 2, and other side. Woo, lift, lift. Watch your arms make a V. 3, 2, and 1. And again on the other side, hold it. Reaching towards the sky with the crown of your head. And your last one on this side. Long, long, everybody looks fabulous. Keep looking forward. Make sure you're not rotating. Susan, look over here with your shoulders as well. Yes, and down, everybody. Good. So while you're here, you're just gonna squat and lift and squat. You can use your hands to touch your thighs and feel the opening of your knees out to the sides. And open and close. And add the arms now. And fabulous. And 3, and 2, and 1. All right, so from here, I'm gonna go a little wider. If you can, you do that. And we're just gonna move the arms. Up and cross, out and cross. So here's the deal, you wanna feel this stable, not arch, not rounded. Feel that length as you move your arms. If you need to hinge a little bit more, go for it. So you can feel that length in your spine, okay? Fabulous, 3 more. 2, and 1. We're gonna stay low because we wanna warm up this quads. And we're gonna lift one heel up and then the other, okay? So you are, with your knees bent, you're wider with your stand, Susan, or Suzanne. Yeah, a little wider if you can. And then come up a little higher if you need to, if that's too much to go low, okay? But you need to be wide and open to be able to move. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's it. Okay, and 2, and 1. Let's keep the heels down, and we're just gonna do little pulses here. Up and down, up and down. Yeah, open the thighs, open the thighs. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and arms in front of you, shoulders relaxed, keep going, pulsing 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and lengthen the legs. Fabulous. All right, bring your feet together. Or actually, yeah, let's do it together. And then from here, we're just gonna let the arms go up. And then I just want you to feel that you're lifting your ribcage as well. And then down. And lift up. So we're lengthening using the breastbone up to the sky, but not the lower back. Yeah, so feel a nice length in the upper back as you're reaching, like trying to go over a ball if you were over a rounded shape. Prop, and lift, and lower, and lift. But feel more of the upper back. Watch, don't go too high. Yeah, just keep the hips underneath you. Don't let them go forward, okay? So it's just your rib cage and down. The rib cage, not the hips. 2 more. And 1 more. Great. Okay, so from here, go ahead and grab your weights. We're pretty much warming up everything. Put this underneath me and grab my weights. So I'm gonna take this off. I'm pretty warm by now. That's all it takes to move a little bit. So go ahead and we're gonna grab our weights by our sides and then turn your toes again. Okay? We're gonna start with your nice bicep curl. So we're just gonna do this pretty easy with your arms first. We're gonna go all the way down and all the way up. Yes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna bend the knees and we're gonna go all the way again. Okay? So make sure you're opening from the hips, or you can just stay here. You decide. That bothers your hip or your knee, then stay straight up. Or don't go too low. Okay? 3, 2, and 1. All right? Now let's go ahead from here. We're gonna go straight out to the sides with your arms and keep your diamond shape. You can keep your legs as straight and keep doing this. Okay? You don't need any weight. You can just do this without weights. So pay attention that this is not happening, right? You're not arching, you're not lifting, this is not, you feel straight with your spine. So your ribs are pushing back. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bend your elbows, lengthen your legs. Keep your arms out to the side just like this. Now it's like I have water bottles in my hands. So I'm like holding it this way so they don't drip or, you know, I don't make a mess, right? And then we lift the heels up and down, up and down. So this is load. We just hit up, keep the legs straight, but we are using weights now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. My hands are parallel to each other and out to the sides, and we're just gonna bend and extend your elbows again. So they're not like this, they're here, okay? And down and up. Lengthen the spine. Feel yourself tall. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now I'm gonna keep my weights on my hands, but I'm gonna create this nice round shape with them. You can hold your hands and hold your weight, and you can go a little lower, especially if you have 3 pounds or more. You might wanna go a little lower like this. So if I'm sideways, this is how it looks, okay? And hold it there. So now we're gonna do what we did before. We're gonna just tap and drag your foot. Tap, drag. So I don't wanna see knees bending like this. It's a straight and under. Yes! So we can activate those inner thighs and the glutes a little bit more. If you feel it all on the neck, then lower your weights or bring them towards you. Okay? Or you can put them by your side. So you can still have weight on your body for bone density creation and have your hands by your side. 2, 4, yes. And 1. Let's do the other leg. So you decide how you want your arms to be in front of you, lower, or by your sides. That's it. And straight. Make sure you feel that leg is straight, coming back. Straight. That's the hardest part. You're dragging your foot. So then that should feel those abdominals lifting you up off your hips. Woo! Yeah. Point and drag. Point and drag. Point and drag. So you're lifting up that hip as much as you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, nice job. Arms by your sides. Let's go into parallel. And we're going to squat. Okay, and then we're going to bend and extend the elbows first. Easy peasy. So what you want to do is feel how you're moving your elbows without any tension on your shoulder. So you don't want to be here, you want to be retracting those shoulders back. Yeah, bending and extending. At the shoulder. And then we're going to stay here. We're going to bend, or extend the elbow, sorry. Bend and bring them down. Bend, extend, and straight out. Back is a straight. Yep. And one more. We're going to bend. We're going to keep your elbows here as we did before, and we're going to shift away towards one leg as we send one leg back. Yep, and come back. And then the other leg. Alternating. Alternating. So here's the deal. You're trying to stay low as you do this. So you're not going up and down with your weight. Yep. And back. 4, 3, 2, and then stay with one leg back. Yeah, you're hinging from your hip a little bit more, Suzanne. Yes. And we're just going to bend and extend your elbows for 10 times, or 20 actually, we can do that. That's 3, 4, elbows to stay by your sides. You got it. 6, 7, shoulders a little further away from your ears. Peggy, lengthen your neck. 10 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your arms straight back behind you and switch legs. Keep your arms back behind your hips. Yes, and then bend and extend. Bend and extend for 20 times. So that's about 5. Make sure you fully lengthen your arms. Yeah. A little more weight on the back leg if your knee is talking to you. Okay, shift your weight back a little bit more. Better. Oh, I lost count. Let's do 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your arms back and bring your weight, your legs parallel to each other and switch. And switch again with your arms behind you. Arms behind you. Just keep walking forward and back with your knees bent into your nice lunges. That's it. That's it. Arms behind you. Straight arms. Straight arms. Don't let them bend. And don't let them take a break. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Nice job. Okay, let's take a little break from the weights. We're gonna move more with the glutes. So we're gonna start easy, okay, by holding onto your chair first. Go to the back of your chair or whatever you're using, and then just walk yourself back so you can lengthen your spine before we do more movement. So this is like elephant on the reformer, if you ever done that. So most of you have. So your back is straight, your arms are on the edge, and your back is completely straight. So I'm really low. You don't have to be that low. You can just be here, and that's perfectly fine. So back is straight, legs are straight. Fantastic. And then from here, we're just gonna lift our 10 toes up and down, and up and down. Just your toes, just like we do on the reformer. Toes up, toes down. Keeping the length in the spine, feeling the stretch in the back of your legs. If you don't feel much of a stretch, you can hinge more from your hips. Keeping the back straight. You can also hold on to the outside of your chair. And so you can go lower. Shoulders are relaxed. 3, more weight on your heels, Peggy. Walk your feet a little more underneath you. Yeah, a little more. Yeah, you want to be like a straight 90-degree angle from your hip to your spine, okay? And to your legs. Exactly. Pull your 10 toes. Up, 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 up. Lengthen the spine. Think of the crown of the head going towards your chair and your tailbone towards the opposite direction. And breathe in and breathe out, feeling in the lungs. Exhale and bring the belly in, away from your mat. 3 more breaths. 2 and 1. Walk your feet towards your chest. You lift yourself up. Good. All right. So now we're going to move into a standing on one leg. Okay. So we're going to, you can hold on to the chair if you need to. So all I want you to do is stand on one leg and send your foot back like this. And start like that. Okay, so this is the challenge. We're trying not to hold on to anything, and if you are holding on to something, you are having a light grip. So you're not like that. You're just putting maybe your fingers, your hand, just to give you a lift, a little boost. And then from there, all I want you to do is move your knee up and then down towards the floor. Up and down while you keep your 90-degree angle. So it's looking like this. Yeah, and then I'm trying really hard not to go into arching and rounding like this. I'm staying at the hip joint, just moving from the hip joint. That's the important part. So here stays long. Yeah, and even if you feel a little bit, you might want to tuck a little bit so you don't feel that lower back body. But you gotta be able to also feel the extension in the front of the hip. So here you go, keep swinging that leg. It's sort of like a swing while you hold your weight with the other leg. So if you're like, this is okay, I got it, then use no weight, no hands, sorry. You gotta use the weight. Where would you put it? There you go, forward and back, that's it. So no holding on, maybe. Fabulous, I know. And if you're tired, take a break and come back up for 10 more. Make sure you go back. Make sure you're able to go back without moving the lower back. So that's extension, yep. And 3, and 2, and 1. Fabulous, take a break. Woo, warming up that glute, yes? We're gonna stay on that side again. We're gonna do one more set. So now, same thing. We're gonna stay on one leg like a flamingo stand. Right? You're lifting off that hip. But now instead of going forward and back, we're gonna do like a clamshell. Out and in, but we're gonna take our whole leg with us, with our knee. So you're not turning in, you're not turning out. It's straight. That's it. Oh, now I'm feeling it even more over here. Feel the inner thigh also helping you stay straight. Yeah? Lift. Yeah, bend the knee a little bit more, Barb. Yeah, I know, hamstrings are like what? Bend the knee below. Try to keep it bent as you lift. Yeah, and make sure the knee is aligned with your hip. It's not in front of your hip. 5 more. 4, 3, knee facing forward. 2, and 1. All right, shake it off. So the work was on the standing legs. You can do a figure 4 and stay back if you want to stretch. If not, you can send the leg behind you, Suzanne. Not in front. The leg that was working is going to go behind. And then you're going to side in just a little bit. And then push onto that hip so you'll feel the stretch. So you can choose which one you want to do. Just feel the stretch. Or just stay here, you'll feel the stretch. Or go a little lower, you'll feel the stretch. Same thing on the other side. So you can move your chair. Or hold on to something. So we're going to start standing on one leg again, like a flamingo. Make sure my foot is back, not here, behind, to start. And now we're going to go forward and back, forward, back. Oh, that leg is already tired. So Let that glute kind of release, relax as you swing that leg underneath you. So the important thing is to feel how the leg goes back without collapsing. See, that is all here. I'm not doing much. So lift away from the chair or from wherever you're holding on to. Or feel the toes and the ball of your foot and your heel all to the floor. So press up, press into your foot to lift yourself up. Yes, that's it. Looks good. Swinging, swinging for 10, 9, 8, yeah. So yes, it's a swing, but it's also control because you're just swinging the leg, but not letting the ribs get bigger and smaller, right? They stay, and not the hips going forward or back. Yep, and 1. Take a little break. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna stand on that leg again, and we're just gonna go out and in. Now remember, it's not this, it's straight out, straight out. Foot and leg follow, fabulous. Hip is open, I'm not creasing here. Yeah. Out, bend the knee a little bit more, lowering T. Yeah, can you bend the knee? Yeah, bend. Exactly, that's it. So activates a little more muscles in the back and keep the lift. 5, 4, we have 3. Actually, we had 10 more, so we're gonna do 5 more after this. 5th one. 5, I know, 4, you got this. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice job. Stretch that leg or that glute that you just did. So you can choose this, or you can just send the leg back and shift your way towards that to feel the stretch. Yeah. Oh, you can sit like Bart. Good idea. You can just sit on your chair to stretch. Just a little bit. Beautiful. Good. So, great. From here, let's go ahead and turn your chair this way. So this goes towards, holy cow. Oh, okay, good. We have to turn, I forgot that it's until 1:15. So we're gonna go into a modified plank with our hands on the chair, on the bottom of the chair. Yeah, right? And then you're gonna send your legs back. Yeah, that's pretty good. Everybody looks good wherever you are. What I wanna try is to stay away from this as much as possible. If you can bring your hips down a little bit, yeah, without feeling anything compressing like this or collapsing into your shoulders, so press into your hips. If you feel your neck working, then definitely send your hips back a little bit, okay? You can do this on the floor or on your chair, either way. I like it better on the chair. Good. So here's what we're gonna do. If you're good here, you're like, I'm not gonna do anything else. This is good for me, great. If not, if you're like, I wanna do more, we're going to bend your elbows a tap and then extend. And bend and extend. Now you can do this with your legs as straight and bend and extend. So here is the same, I'm putting less pressure on my back. So Suzanne, I want you to just bring your feet flat on the floor and just bend and extend your elbows. All right? Peggy, I want you to bend your elbows. Yes, and then press. Bend, press. 5 more, everyone. Bend the elbows, not out. Back. And it's tiny, it's not a lot. 2, I know. And 1. Woo! Walk your feet and squat and come up. Yeah, that is hard, even though it doesn't seem like it. Okay, so let's go ahead from here. I'm gonna move my chair and I'm gonna grab my weights again. And then we're gonna alternate. We're gonna work on standing on one leg, but now with weights in our hands. Now you have the option to have your hands by your sides. I think this is better. It relaxes a little more on the shoulders. And then we're just gonna shift our weight and bring the leg up like this. And then we're gonna let the leg kind of hang from our hip and let the knee go down. Now, if that's too much for your hamstring, you can lengthen the leg a little bit. It doesn't have to be fully bent. Yep, good. Just hold it there. Awesome. So we're gonna turn our palms and bend and extend our elbows. Yeah, so we're progressing. Yeah, you can choose. Now, if this is, like I said, a lot for the ankle, the knee, wherever it is, you can lower your foot a little bit and maybe touch a little bit with your toes to the floor so it gives you a little more support. So you're not collapsing, okay? You decide. That's it. Look at everybody. Or if, yeah, just do what you can. What I don't want you to do is bring that knee in front of you because that's going to rotate your pelvis. So keep your foot down if you need to. I know, how many more? 2 more. 1 more. Fabulous. Leg goes down. Let's do the other leg. This is our last finale here for weights, so let's work on that. Keep your leg bent and stand off the other foot. And same thing with your arms. Just bend and extend your arms. Yep. Lift of that hip and the foot. Yes, you decide how you want the legs to be down or off the floor. That's it. You move your arms up and down. Fabulous, everyone. That's it. We have 5 more. Almost there. Lifting. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. And down. Now we're going to go into a squat. Just with your arms and your weights moving forward and back. I lied. I said that was your last one for your arms, but this is easy, right? This is just to allow the hips and the arms to move in an easy way. So watch that your shoulders are not coming together in the front. Let them be wide. So arms go, but shoulders come. Don't do this, okay? So keep going. Wider shoulders. That's it. And 3, and 2, and 1. All right, fantastic. Let's put the weights to the side. Okay, nice job. And we're gonna go down to the floor, but we're gonna go first one leg back and then the other if you can. Okay, and we're gonna go on our knees. So Suzanne, you can stay standing and then just hold on to the chair. Okay, and have your hands down like this. Yep, that's it. Good. So here, all we're gonna do is find your length in the spine. And then we're going to arch the lower back and then round. So we're doing pelvic tilt. So we're not doing cat and cow. So it's not all the way and all the way. It's just the pelvis. And 2. Yeah, moving just the pelvis. Good. All right, now you're gonna find your length. Now you're just gonna move your chest, your upper back. So you're gonna arch and round, but just your upper back. So this is a tricky one because you don't want the lower back to be part of this. So it's a small movement. Your ribs flare forward towards the mat and then they come up a little bit. So it's not a big movement. I'm not going into full cat and cow stretches. So here and down and little. If I'm standing, same thing. Very little. Okay, exactly. That's it. The body looks great. Do not collapse into the shoulders. Keep the shoulders wide. It's just the rib cage moving. My chest is going forward and then away from the floor, but without moving my lower. 2 more here. Nice. And last one here. Fabulous. All right. So from here, we're going to come up into kneeling. Great. And then we're gonna come up facing this way. If you can do this standing or kneeling, that's fine, okay? All right? And what we're gonna do is, if you are standing, you're gonna do a squat. If you're not, you're gonna be sitting back and coming up. And sitting and come. So if you are standing, you're just doing a squat again. Okay, squats are never enough. So you're sitting back and up and sit and come up. Exactly. 3 more. 2 and 1. All right. So if you are standing, same thing. Now you're going to stay here. Yep, like this. And we're going to let the arms go one in front of the other. If you are here, this is what you're doing. Yep. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go down to the floor now. Or you can do seated if you need to. And we're gonna grab your ball. We're gonna go over the ball. And if you don't have a ball, you can use a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, you can use a pillow. And stay, yes. So Suzanne, you're gonna sit on the chair and you're gonna do extension seat. Yes. Everybody else, have your foam roller or your ball and you're gonna go over with your head. This, and hold it. You know this one is on the upper back. And you're going over and then coming back. Over, hold your head with your hands. Yes, fabulous. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice job. Three more. 2 more. And last one. Fantastic. All right, from here, we're gonna go side to side. Side to side. Keeping the hips from moving, just the ribcage side to side. If you are standing, side, or sitting, you are doing this. That's it. You got it. And 3, and 2, and 1. Fabulous. All right. So from here, let's come up into seated. Put the ball or whatever you have, put it to the side. And we're gonna be on our side like this, okay? Now you're gonna be on your elbow, if that's okay. Suzanne, you're going to be on your mat, on your couch this way, okay? So everybody else, here, you got it. Good. And we're gonna do the same thing we did at the beginning. We're gonna lift the ribcage up first. Yes, lift the ribcage up. Great, you got it. And then we're gonna lift the leg. Yep. And you're gonna lengthen that leg up. I'm just gonna go up. Let the arm, the leg, oops, I'm gonna kick this thing. So you're gonna let the leg kick forward and back. So here, forward and back. Forward and back. You got it. Lift the ribcage. Lift the ribcage. Right here. Lift. Forward and back. And forward and back. So here I'm not collapsing, right? I don't have space, so I'm gonna bend my knees. Forward and back. Yeah. So if you're standing, right, like this, and then I want you to kick forward and back like this. Forward and back, not up and down. Forward and back. Yeah. Lift up the ribcage. Make sure you're not collapsing here. That's it. Keep the leg straight. Keep the leg straight. Oops. I'm bending my knees because I don't have space. But I need the leg to be straight. Yeah. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg down. Lift up the ribcage up. Feel the stretch. Yes. Up, 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 up. You can keep the leg straight, you can keep the knee bent. I like it stretches and lifts a little bit. So lift, 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 lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's do the other side. We're gonna use those obliques too, and the only way you can do it is weight bearing on the floor or holding on sideways. So that's important. So lift up here, lengthen the leg, feel the rib cage up off the floor. Arm is gonna go up, and you're gonna kick forward and back. And Toby's in my way now, or not. Lift forward and back, yeah. So lift here. The most important part of the whole exercise is not so much the leg, because we already did a lot of glutes. It's lifting the rib cage off wherever you're holding on to, whether it's your chair or the floor. So here's what I want you to focus, a nice triangle here while you move your, keep moving the leg, but lift up, up, up. Yeah. Keep going, feel the length. 5 more. Up, don't collapse. And 2, and 1. Lifting, lift, bring the leg down, press it to the foot, and stretch. Arm goes up. Leg goes down. Lift the ribcage. 5. Straight arm, or soft elbow actually, as you lift. Yes. And 1. Fabulous. Let's come up into standing. One leg in front of the other. Curl your toes. Lengthen yourself straight up. Yes. Good. And we're going to go into a lunge. Okay, so we have 5 more minutes. We're going to finish with a nice lunge. And it's a lot of stability and control. So I'm going to come a little closer. You're going to bring one leg back. And I just want you to bring your foot down and then push up and down and push up. That's all we're doing. First, that's it. And hips are square. Woo. And finding my balance, that's it. Okay, now we're just gonna go back, but we're gonna try to keep the heel up and then come back. Heel goes up, yes? Heel up. Off the floor if you can. So you're pushing with your heel, the ball of your foot, exactly. And you're hinging a little bit from the hip. So if you're looking at me sideways, I'm just hinging a little bit as I send my leg back. And then I come up into straight. Keep doing the same thing. Now we're gonna add the opposite arm. So what this does, arm goes forward as your leg goes back. What this does is gives this sling that we have of muscles and fascia across our back to kind of work together so we can keep this balance of muscles and not having one pulling the other one. So you should feel, yes, the muscles in the back of your arm and then the glute working here, moving while this leg is doing all the holding, right? 2 and 1. Fantastic. All right, so let's switch legs. Same thing with the other leg. We're going to start easy by shifting our weight and sending the leg back all at the same time, but always keeping the front knee soft because it's a lunge, right? So even though you're sending your leg back, you're still keeping, yes, the front knee bent. That's it. Easy peasy. And now we're going to keep the back heel up and then push off and come back. Back heel up, sorry. Come back into straight. And straight. And lunge and come back. Yeah. Right? And if you feel like a little wobbly, go a little wider with the leg that's going back. A little wider out to the side. So you're wider with your stand. And 2 and 1. Now opposite arm is going to go forward as your back leg goes back and move. Leg goes back, arm goes forward. Right? Yep. That's it. Nice. and 3, and 2, and 1. We didn't do this on the other side, but we'll do it here. So what I want you to do is bring your foot down again. Have a nice lunge, but feel stable. So you can go wider with your leg until you feel stable, or closer. And then from here, we're gonna move from the hip, forward, and back, and forward, and back. Your whole back is straight. So you're bowing here pretty much. Yes. And then from here, we're gonna add the arms and lift up and then down. So you're feeling that length in the back of your spine, and but with a nice control movement, not too far back because that will go into your lower back. And one more. And then arms are gonna go and circle around. And reverse it the other way. That's it, 2 more. And 1 more, switch legs. Ooh. Heel is down on both feet. You can keep your arms in front of you since we just did that, and we're just gonna move from the hip. So make sure, actually keep your hands on your hips because otherwise it's easy to arch the back, the lower back, and I don't want that. So just move from your hip. So everything is straight. You're just moving from the hip, right? Then you're gonna add the arms and then lift and feel a nice length in the front of your body. Down and lift and lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So once again, we're creating this length and then circle the arms around and lift. Think of your breast band going up to the sky. Yes, and circle around. Don't go too far, Peggy. Not so far back, less. If your knee starts lengthening in the front, that means you're going way too far back. Your weight is forward. Most of your weight is on the front leg, and reverse your circle the other way. Okay, bye, Susan. Last 2 more, last 2 here, and then we're done. And last. Okay, take a deep breath, big inhale. Arms go up to the ceiling, reach your arms up to the sky to stretch your spine. Let's do this. Let's reach one arm and then the other, and reach, and reach, and reach, and circle the arms down. One more deep breath, big inhale, and a big exhale. We are done, everyone. Nice.